do a review of this then. It's a Whirlpool Heavy Duty 6 kilogram load washing machine, model number hdw6100P, P for the colour. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it is. Now you could also have this machine in white as well. It was sold in white, but mostly sold in grey. The thing is, this machine retailed for, and I kind of remember, it was sold as a light commercial use machine capable of doing 15 loads a week, costing £899, which made it about twice as much as a regular Whirlpool for the domesticated market. The thing is though, despite this looking like a Whirlpool, or having Whirlpool badging, underneath you would expect it to be completely different, and indeed it's not. In fact, there's actually no difference at all between this and a Whirlpool that cost 500 quid at the time. If you were to get the top of the range Whirlpool, it had exactly the same running gear, the same drum, the same motor, the same door seal, the same pretty much everything. And this is £899 and you didn't even get an inverter motor, it's still brushed. Well, one thing you do get is a layout that is far more user friendly. However, this is just a bulk necked design, and that's it. In fact, you could buy this machine in Germany as bulk necked, and the one thing they get that we don't is an easy iron button, which you also get on the domesticated machines, but you don't get it on this. Now, there's no off per se, however there is a tiny little notch on this dial here, and when it's at top dead centre like it is now, that is off. To turn it on, you can turn it one way or the other. If you turn it to the right, you'll start from the cottons side. The first notch actually just brings up this. Right, so we've turned it to the actual first notch, the cottons. This is a full load, 6 kilogram load, done in about 2 hours. Synthetics is a half load of 3 kilo for man-made fibres. Daily load is a 60-minute wash up to 60 degrees, and we'll wash half a load of cottons that is lightly soiled. Delicates will wash a 2 kilogram load of delicate type laundry in 45 minutes. Wool is a very gentle action made for washing wool, 1 kilo, I think. Wool is a gentle action washing program made for 2 kilo. The quick wash cycle is a 30-minute wash, allowing you to wash again 3 kilograms of lightly soiled clothes in just 30 minutes. What's good about this quick wash is that it ends with a full fast spin as well at 1400 RPM. The hand wash cycle is made to wash a small load of items that are either not labelled or labelled with the hand wash icon. It washes with far more water and ends with a very short, slow 400 RPM spin. Then the dial comes over a bit, and then you get rinse and spin. This is a 1 cottons rinse and a full final spin. You got intensive spin, which is the full fast cotton spin at 1400 RPM. Gentle spin is a 3-minute wool spin at 1000 RPM. And then you got a drain cycle, which is a 2-minute drain. It's also got cancel, so if you're in a wash you can turn it to cancel and start there, and it will proceed to cancel the current wash program. Now, the cool thing about this, unlike every other Whirlpool that they made, it's made in sort of layout so you go from left to right. So if you look across here, you've got a series of LEDs at the bottom. Yeah, they're all lit in green when they are active. So first off, we've got a start delay, which should go up to 19 hours. Then we move across. The first option is pre-wash, which will add a 90-minute pre-wash to the start of the cycle. Then you've got a plus and minus with 3 LEDs under the wash section. But annoyingly, this doesn't actually affect how long the wash is. What it actually does is just temperature. So you've got a variable temperature of 60, 40, 30, cold, and then you go back up to 95. Then we've got the rinse button here. Press it, and above it has intensive, and that becomes intensive rinse, adding an extra rinse stage. Then we've got rinse hold button here. Press that and it will stop just before the final spin. Then we've got variable spin, 1400, 1200, 1000, 400, no spin. Then it goes back up again using the same button. Then end, nothing there. And then eco. That would have been quite cool. Have like a button there that says anti-crease. Put an anti-crease on for 2 hours. But no, they didn't do that. Anyway, eco is a bit weird. So what happens is, if I press eco now on 95, it drops it to 60 and the time has gone up. Right? If I undo eco and we'll go to 60, and then press eco again, it drops it to 40. So what eco does is it will wash as a 95 degree program, but at 60 degrees. Same with 60, same with 40. 40 will then be washed at 30, and I don't think it's available with cold. No, it is. And even cold has eco as well, which will just add on a 10-minute extra washing stage. We can actually see with this, when we go back up, that the eco button will go off. Then we go on, off. How cool is that? And so this means that when we go through our cycles, it's quite easy to set up a program with selected options that you're wanting. Down at the bottom here, we're supposed to have a kick plate, but that is missing. Behind here, we got a rather large filter, and the filter flap acts as a runoff, which is pretty cool. But then that's on all Whirlpools anyway. Right, so behind this door, it's quite nasty actually in terms of quality. Like, the actual... the door handles behind here. But compared to like a standard Whirlpool door, this feels way cheaper. Really cheap. Like, with the actual proper Whirlpools from this time that are domesticated, they've got a proper good ridge here to grip onto, and this just feels like you're just pushing onto a bit of plastic. It's not good. And we've also got a 6 kilogram drum. And this will be the very last video you will ever see of this Whirlpool. There is obviously, it features some wash racers, and I did film it about 2 years ago, I think. I did a couple of cycles, but unfortunately the drum spider seems to be on its way out, on its lost legs. And I forgot to do a review video of it, so yeah, I kind of took it out, ready to sell, then remembered I had to do a review video. And no, I'll still put it for sale afterwards, for spares, so... Right, so our detergent drawer is quite cleverly laid out. We've got this green thing that comes out, and then that can be put into there, and you can have a liquid fill there up to 160 ml. We've got our fabric softener here with a max line on it, and then this is for our pre-wash. If we select the pre-wash option down here underneath the cycles, this is a flap that closes and opens. So, but see, so that will stop any powder going straight down when you put it in, and then it will reopen as I shut it. However, this is broken on one side, so it can be a bit of a nuisance on this right now. It's cotton, 60, no options. Stop. Right, so for the first 12 minutes of the wash, the machine will be sensing the load size. Once that is done, one of the lights on the wash, under the wash indicator, will go off. Another thing you can do during the first 12 minutes is open the door. So when the door open light up here is lit, it means you can actually open it. When it goes out, you won't be able to. So if I just open the door now, it will just stop. So if you want to then resume the cycle once you close the door, you press start again and it will resume. If there is no water coming into the machine, or the water flow rate is far too slow, water tap close will eventually light. If there is a leak, which it did actually happen on this, it will stop, beep, show a code, and the aqua stop light will be lit as well. Right, let's unload. Ooh. Turn into a ride ball. It's very warm, actually. Very, very warm. It looks like all the heat's come from the back. Yeah. Right, well, I'm going to give this out of 10 then. This is going to be rather disappointing, unfortunately. Because, for a number of reasons. So, this was bought intentionally to sort of go within the collection. When I buy collection machines, I don't mind travelling up and down the country to go get them. And in this case, I've travelled about 130 miles one way. So it was a 260 mile round trip just to go get this machine that I bought off eBay. It needed a shock absorber, which is very common on the Whirlpools, same side as usual. And then I'm sure I changed the brushes as well since they were on the way out. Okay, and now the spider's gone. Right, that isn't my problem. My problem with it is justifying, let's say you buy this brand new all them years ago, spending twice as much for essentially the exact same machine. And when I say exact same machine, I mean literally the exact same build quality. Well, actually, more than that. It's actually less build quality because of this door. And because you don't get the easy iron option, you actually end up with less programs and options as you would normally have. So you spend all that money when you could have bought a standard domesticated Whirlpool and had just as much reliability. And okay, that's a bit of a weird catch-22 there, since I've obviously bought this, but then you've got to remember that this is now, what, 16 years old? It's had its day, really. I suppose it's done well. But then again, the same domesticated Whirlpools also lasted just as long. And you can buy two of them for the price of this. So it gets just 5 out of 10, unfortunately. Right, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review as much as I have been making it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. See you soon in another video.